So the reason why I'm even making this video is because I've been noticing this trend a lot lately where I see some guru or some alpha male somewhere on the internet, or some therapist, some pickup artist somewhere on the internet is going to pop up on one of my ads, or one of these ads that I see before I watch an actual YouTube video, where they pitch you like a 30-second commercial or a 10-second advertisement where they say that, oh, if you just say these 5 things to a woman, you can get laid with the best woman in the world, the girl of your dreams. Sign up to find my course right here. Links in the description box below. All sorts of crap like that, right? And also, another thing that really triggered me today is when I watched Alpha M's video. You guys know who Alpha M is, right? Not AMS, not Alpha Male Strategies, but this other channel named Alpha M. I believe Aaron Clary is the guy's name who actually is running the channel. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. And he talked about him being cheated on by his wife for 5 years straight, and he let it happen. How can he possibly call himself an alpha male and have 6 million subscribers? Naive guys who are following you blindly, blind trusting you, when you are letting a woman cheat on you for 5 freaking years. How? I'm going to actually make a whole different video talking about Alpha M. I don't like piggybacking other people's fame, other people's name. That's why you don't see me talk about any of these red pill content creators, because, hey, I don't like discrediting, or I don't like shitting on anybody's work, right? It's your grind, it's your hustle, do you. But what I do have a problem with is that you have 6 million subscribers. 6 million guys who are watching you. Most of them are guys, right? Who watch him. And these guys are naively, blindly trusting some nobody who thinks he's an alpha M, who thinks he's an alpha male just because he puts on a tight suit, a tailored suit, some handmade clothes, some black jacket and some glasses on, and put some chain on, put some earrings on, just because he takes care of his skin. He grooms himself, makes him an alpha male? No. No. It's a mindset, fellas. It's not about how you look outside. A small part of it is, yeah. Well, especially when you're talking about attracting women, a big part of it is, yes. But we're not talking about attracting women right now in this video. Women have nothing to do with this video right here. We have to fix ourselves first before we even talk about going after and try to date women. When our foundation is shitty, when you're following these type of guys on the internet to be your role model, no wonder why you buy $2,000 worth of course and still bang your head against the wall when you come back home, because you don't get any results. Why? Because these guys don't know what to do, what to tell you. These guys are frauds. And that's why I'm going to be making a video talking about Alpha M. My channel is Men's Improvement. Channels like mine, real advice channels, don't even get support by YouTube. We get demonetized. We get pushed in the corner. So I don't blame these naive guys, because when they come in on YouTube and search something, these are the men who are popping up. These are the men who are giving you these quick 5 tips to be an alpha male, to be a bad boy from a nice guy. It's a mindset to be a bad boy. Not just activities. Not just habits. Sure, some habits can develop into your personality, but if your personality is not developed by itself from your own mindset, no amount of external activities and habits can make that happen. One of the best way to develop an abundant mindset or a bad boy personality is to, let me rephrase that. One of the best way to develop a bad boy mindset, an alpha mindset, is to have an abundant mindset. And one of the best ways to develop an abundant mindset is by self-improving, which is why Alpha Male Strategies, AMS, blew up like that. Because guys actually found results. Guys actually saw that this guy is not a fraud. He's not a fake. What he's saying actually makes sense. And guess what? These guys didn't need to go to a therapist. These guys didn't need to go buy somebody's course for $2,000. These guys didn't need to go buy plane tickets to go fly to some other countries, so that, or some other states, so that your quote unquote dating coach can take you on infield game and have you embarrass yourself in front of girls and then criticize you and then have content, make content. They're using you to make content for their channel, to post it on YouTube to get thousands of millions of views and making money off of you. Not only that they're making money off of you directly by you purchasing their course and one-on-one consultation with them and one-on-one time in field picking up girls, but also they're recording you, getting their content for their next week's videos, posting that, and getting even more money from using you. And at the end of the day, what did you learn? Jack squat is what you learned. You didn't learn crap. You didn't learn anything. Just tell her this secret thing. Just tell her this one line. All these ads and commercials popping up on you guys' feed too, I'm sure, right? There is no quick fix in life, fellas. A therapist is going to give you 30 minutes to an hour session. You think you're going to be just perfectly fine? Let's say you go to the therapist one day out of the week. What are you doing for the rest of the days out of that week? See, what it takes to be an actual alpha male is repetition of the right thing. And these therapists, these quote-unquote gurus, coaches, life coaches, so cringy to call these guys those things, right? Don't give you that right thing that you need to be doing day in and day out. You don't need to watch anybody. You need to have a role model to be a man. Are you kidding me? You need to be able to speak your mind loud and clear to be a man. We're going to set these type of boundaries in our society. This is not morally right. These kind of bullshit that you guys see that's put into society to get inside of your head and to make you afraid is nothing but control mechanism. First, know what things you can say and do that's not going to get you legally in trouble. Know the law. First and foremost, know the law. No, you know what? I'm going to scratch that. First and foremost, start working on yourself. Whatever it is that you feel like you're lacking, besides obviously your height, can't do nothing about it. Your skin color, can't do nothing about it. The way how your face looks, can't do nothing about it. Those kind of things. Besides that, everything else that you think you're lacking, start working on them. And there's tons of internet resources to where you can pretty much get answers of anything pretty much nowadays that you need to do to improve in that aspect of your life. Need to build a better body? There's fitness videos. Need to make more money? There's financial videos. Need to make your status higher? There's videos on that too. All the answers are online. So look after those things. Find your defects. Find the things that you don't like about yourself. I don't want to call defects because nobody's perfect. But find the things that you don't like about yourself. Start working on those. That's the first and foremost thing. Second, know the law. As I said, what you can do and what you cannot do and cannot say. Know those things. Things that will get you in trouble legally. And third, don't do or say those things, but do and say everything else that you want to say and you want to do, that pop up in your head without filtering yourself in front of anybody. And when I say know the laws, I'm not just talking about the law with the cops. I'm also talking about the places where you work, the places where you can make money from, etc., etc. Because, if you say something scandalous at your job, that might get you fired, even though it's not against the law. So be smart is what I'm saying, okay? If some random guy or some random girl you want to go talk to, you don't need to filter yourself. If you see that they're giving you crap, if you want to go approach a girl because she looks nice, you don't need to filter yourself. Be afraid of, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to say. You know exactly what to do and what to say. You know why you're looking at her. You want that piece of ass. Yes, I know. That's exactly why you're looking at her. That's exactly why your heart's pounding. So go out there and talk to her and tell her what exactly you're thinking. Okay, I'm going to have to explain that, because some of you guys out here are going to take that literally. You're not going to go up to her and tell her, oh, I want to bang your brains out, baby. No, that is not what I'm saying. Go out and ask her out. What's the worst you're going to do? It's easier for me to say because I understand that there are guys out there who look way worse than me. And there's not much they can do about it. That's why some of those guys might come in here and say, Zeke, it's easier for you to say. But what's the worst she can do is a lot worse. Yes, I know. I know that too as well. And that's why I give you guys videos on what type of women to approach. I'm not a therapist. You guys are not paying me. I'm doing all this for free. And I'm sure just watching me and other reptile content creators already make your balls bigger. An inch at least in diameter. And we're not charging you jack squat. That's why. Because guys, you have to understand, these messages that we're giving you, this is not artificial. This is not any kind of control mechanism. We are telling you the things that you're supposed to do, that you're hardwired to do. That's in your biology. And that's when you find us. That's when this is why when you find us, this is why when you find some sort of messages that align with your biology, that align with your hardwiring, biological hardwiring in the back of your head, automatically you get attached to us. Automatically you get attracted to this kind of messages. Because A, you know this is result oriented, and B, you know this is what you've been craving for. Men need guidance across the whole world. And some therapist is not going to get you that. Do you know what therapists get paid for? To listen to your problems, sympathize with you, and prescribe you an antidepressant. That's what they get paid for. An antidepressant is not what you need. High testosterone level is what you need. Shit, I firmly believe some of my videos made your testosterone level go up too. And this is not how I talk just on the camera. This is how I talk and interact with people on a day-to-day basis. I unapologetically speak my mind. If it requires me to, wherever. And as I was saying, as I was making that point, what's the worst she can do? I get it, fellas. I know. There's a lot of bad things she can do if you just approach her. Yes. In today's society, she can call you Me Too, harassment, whatever, right? Allegations, whatever. And that's why you must keep yourself safe first before you even think about going out and approaching someone. And this is if you even want to approach. Most of these chicks ain't even worth going up and talking to. Sluts and skanks. She ain't worth your time. You're a good man. Good man in a sense that you have a good heart, good intentions. That's what I meant. Not a good guy. Because those guys don't have good intentions. Those guys try to go through the back door, try to be her friend, and be nice to her, hoping they get a piece of that ass. They don't have good intentions. That's not the good man I'm talking about. So these chicks aren't even worth your time. So that, yeah, if you even want to approach a chick, you have to be aware of your surroundings. If she looks at you and completely turns around and walks the other way, why would you go out and try to talk to her? What's the worst that can happen, you ask? On that situation, she might call the cops on you. Yes. And that's what I meant when I said that before you approach someone, don't just think, what's the worst that can happen? Also think to yourself, okay, is this girl portraying certain characteristics to where I can kind of assure myself that, okay, it's safe to go talk to her, or she is somewhat interested in me by showing me her body language. What am I talking about? Choosing signals. Indications. Any kind of indications that she's wanting to talk to me, or she just wants to be left alone. If you bother some chick who doesn't want to talk to you, clearly showing signs she doesn't want to talk to you, wants to be left alone, yes, there's a lot of things that can go wrong, I promise you, besides her saying no. So you got to be careful with that. I don't even do that anymore. I look good. I look like a handsome devil, baby. Whoo, look at that face. I don't even do that no more. I wisened up. Because I realize that this time that we're going through is getting worse every single year. The women are getting worse every single year. So I don't even cold approach like that anymore. But that's not the main point of the video. Approaching all this, no, no, no. The main point of the video is, are you a man? If not, where are you lacking? If you're feeling scared, afraid to take life by its balls, why? Because you haven't taken enough risks, calculated risks in your life. Risks that matter, not risks with women. Those risks do not matter. Those risks only gonna get you temporary confidence, temporary happiness. After you bust a quick nut, after that, a few minutes after that, you're gonna forget about it and you're still gonna feel empty and lonely. So things that matter is what you have to look out for. Those are the things you have to take calculated risks on. Because that's the only way your confidence level is going to start slowly building up. It's sickening when I see these YouTube channels and Hollywood and media and everybody else telling you this is how a man should act. Shut the fuck up. For Christ's sake. You know what? This is how you should act, woman. You should come over, suck my left nut, and you should bring your friend over who should suck my right nut. You should be sucking on my left nut and she should be sucking on my right nut at the same time. And I'm going to have another chick sucking my dick in the middle. While you guys are on one on the left side, one on the right side, I'm going to have another one in the middle sucking my dick. That's how you should be acting before you have the audacity to tell me how I should be acting, bitch. Out of your goddamn mind telling me how I should be acting, telling me how a man should be. Here's the thing. How do women know what a man should be like? They're not a man. Clearly, they don't have the same amount of hormones or same type of hormones. Or, yeah, they might have the same exact type of hormones, but not at the same amount as we do. Clearly, they don't have the body parts that we do. Clearly, they don't have as much strength as we do. So how can she possibly tell me how I should be acting when she's not even me? If it's a guy who's a beta male simp, if he comes in here and tells me this is how you should be acting, at least he has some sort of say, because he's a man himself. He has skin in the game. How can a woman possibly tell you how you should be acting? That is the dumbest thing and the most bizarre thing I've ever heard. As I said, it's sickening. And the only reason why these beta male simps are coming in here and telling you how you should be acting is because they're brainwashed. We all know that. So you can't take them seriously either ways. We got one life, fellas. One life. I always preach this. How do you want it? How do you want to live it? As I said, you don't need some online fake guru to come in here and tell you certain things that don't even work. Who's out here for their best interest. There's a reason why I turned my monetization button off on YouTube. I don't want YouTube's money. YouTube even approved my channel to get monetized. I said, no, I don't want your money. Because when you take money from someone, you become indebted to them. I don't need any of your money. If you want to feel generous and donate to me, that's a different story. Because to be a man really doesn't require to get a degree in rocket science. It's not rocket science, fellas. It's you taking life by its balls. And the only way you can do it is by slowly taking smaller risks. And tuning out every other nonsense that you hear around you. Starting from your family members, your teachers, social media, Hollywood, everything else you see and you hear that doesn't line up and align with your objective in life, you just tune it out. You just block it out. Everything else. That's all you need. Go out and search for the truth. Don't search for things that give you momentary happiness. Because even though the truth might hurt, even though I might sit here and tell you you're a fat piece of shit and you need to lose a lot of weight and you're broke as a joke, you need to make a lot of money, even though that might hurt your feelings, that's what you need to hear as a man. Because only a man can set aside his emotions and think with his logical side of his brain. Because in life, You need logic to have a better life. That one life that you'll never get back. Hey, if you don't want to, you can live like a broke fat piece of shit for the rest of your life and struggle through your whole life. Sure. That's another way of living, sure. But if that is that what you want? If that's what you want, hey man, it's your life. It is whatever you want out of life. There's answers for all the ways that you want to make your life be. There's answers on how to get there. For all kinds of ways how you want your life to be. So don't come here and tell me that you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the answers. You do. It just matters what you want to do with it. Follow me on Instagram at Zeekpeak. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.